guys, this is South Beach Speed back at it. Today we're gonna go over. No, I'm kidding. Today's gonna be a vlog. So we're gonna go get an oil change, the first oil change for the C8. We just hit 5,000 miles. I know we're a little bit overdue on the oil change, but let's get right into it. Whether or not the C8 is a good daily driver. Me personally, I'd score the C8 at about a 75 out of 100 in terms of whether or not it's a good daily driver. Now the reason why I give it a 75 and not an 80 or a 90 or 100% when it comes to how good it is as a daily driver, there's a few small things that I think account for the negativities or the downsides of the car. So for example, one of the things that I really hate about the C8, the blind spots are terrible. Even if you had the blind spot monitoring system on here, I don't think it would matter too much in all honesty. Another thing that drives the score down but it's really the lane assist. I think the lane assist in this car is absolutely terrible. I wish they didn't even include it in there, honestly. It's actually terrible. It barely works. It has you swerving from side to side, and then it tells you to put your hands back on the wheels. Another thing that bothers me when it comes to how well this car drives daily is actually the suspension. If you're gonna get the C8 Corvette, you need to get that magnetic ride suspension. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bumpy ride for you. The biggest issue is definitely the blind spot monitoring. I hate that. I hate it so much. The tires, you should get full seasons just because it's also going to help with the feel of the car. I'd like to think I'm going to get that Urus next, but I want to get a V10. I don't want the V8. That's all I know. See, when it comes to roads like these, I really don't like driving my Corvette because I can feel every single bump. And it's not like the seats aren't comfortable, but it's annoying. That's another reason why you need the magnetic ride suspension. Okay guys, so right now we're at the Volkswagen dealership because that's who's covering my oil changes. I get about 4 oil changes a year at no cost, so that's why I'm taking it here. Otherwise, I would have to go to a Chevy dealer. I mean, I guess I could go to any dealership really. I can't imagine the oil changes here are that complicated for a Corvette. But they gave me a time frame and they told me that it's gonna take around 2.5 hours to finish up the oil change. And I got a little annoyed, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, 2.5 hours for an oil change? Which part of the oil change takes 2.5 hours? So
So they explained to me, first it's gonna take maybe an hour to even get it into the shop, even though I already had an appointment. What was the point of having the appointment? What's the point of having an appointment if you're still gonna have to wait? That part doesn't make sense to me. And so I asked him, okay, so an hour to wait to even get it into the shop. Fine, whatever. Why is it gonna take another hour and a half to do the actual oil change? He said, well, our technicians don't know what they're doing. We don't want to ruin your car. And I'm just thinking, it's an oil change. How complicated can an oil change be? Maybe next time I'll do it myself just to show how easy it can be. But as of right now, they haven't moved it from its spot. It's still over there. Okay guys, it's been about an hour right now. They brought in another C8. Honestly, the black one back looks pretty nice. I wonder if it's carbon flash. And they moved my car up a little bit, but it's still not in service. I'm thinking about wrapping my C8, honestly. I haven't decided on a color yet, but it definitely needs to be a color that's gonna pop. Okay guys, so as you can see here, the receipt for the oil change comes out to a total of $45, I guess. But mine comes out to be free, obviously. Here's the breakdown. That's actually pretty cheap considering it's a dealership. I just hope they didn't use shitty oil. But they also did a multi-point inspection, which is nice. It looks pretty good. And we're gonna head out of here. So there you guys have it. It's a little loud. But there you guys have it. That's the cost of an oil change on a C8 Corvette. They ended up taking about 2 hours. That was South Beach speed. I'll catch you guys in the next one.